Hi, everyone. Welcome back to my channel USA Old Coins. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of old United States coins. From the shiny Lincoln pennies to rare Jefferson nickels and historic Washington quarters, each coin tells a story about America's past. These coins aren't just currency, they're tiny pieces of history, carrying the art, culture, and milestones of their era. Whether you're a collector, history enthusiast, or just curious about the value hidden in your pocket change, you're in for an exciting journey. Let's explore the stories behind these iconic coins and uncover the treasures that lie in plain sight. Top 1. We are taking a deep dive into one of the most iconic and widely collected coins in American history, the Lincoln 1-cent penny of 1975. At first glance, it might appear as just another penny, a coin that has passed through countless hands over decades. But for collectors and enthusiasts, the 1975 Lincoln penny holds layers of history, artistry, and numismatic intrigue that make it far more fascinating than its small size suggests. This coin is not merely currency, it is a story frozen in copper, a reflection of mid-20th century America, and a collectible that rewards careful study and passion. The Lincoln penny, first introduced in 1909 to commemorate Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday, has become a staple of American coinage. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse features a dignified portrait of Lincoln, carefully engraved to capture his distinctive profile and thoughtful expression. By 1975, the design had become a beloved classic, instantly recognizable to anyone handling American coins. Every detail, from the lines in Lincoln's face to the texture of his hair, reflects the skill and precision of early 20th century engravers, and collectors today still marvel at the artistry preserved in these small copper discs. The reverse of the 1975 penny retains the iconic Lincoln Memorial design, introduced in 1959 to honor the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. This intricate depiction of the memorial, with its columns and steps, is remarkable for such a small coin. Even within its modest size, the Lincoln penny conveys a sense of grandeur and historical reverence. Numismatists appreciate the meticulous detail, noting how the light catches the engraved columns and inscriptions, creating depth and contrast that is difficult to achieve on a coin barely over 3/4 of an inch in diameter. What makes the 1975 Lincoln penny particularly interesting to collectors are the rare errors and varieties that exist in this series. Double dies, for example, are a striking anomaly that occurs when a coin is struck twice in slightly different positions, creating a shadow effect or doubling on the date, lettering, or even parts of Lincoln's portrait. A 1975 penny with a pronounced double die can dramatically increase in value, turning an ordinary coin into a sought-after collectible. Similarly, off-center strikes, where the planchet was misaligned during striking, create coins that are partially blank or have designs cropped in unusual ways. These off-center Lincoln pennies are highly prized for their visual appeal and scarcity. Another fascinating set of anomalies includes die cracks and die chips. Die cracks appear as raised lines on the coin's surface, caused by fractures in the minting die, while die chips or cuds are small raised areas where a piece of the die broke away. Each coin with such imperfections is unique, offering collectors a one-of-a-kind artifact. Strike-through errors, where foreign material becomes trapped between the die and planchet, also occur occasionally, leaving unusual impressions on the coin. These varieties make collecting the 1975 Lincoln penny both exciting and intellectually rewarding, as each example tells a story about the minting process and the challenges faced by the U.S. Mint. The metal composition of the 1975 Lincoln penny is also noteworthy. Most pennies from this era were struck in a copper alloy, with a small percentage of zinc and tin, giving them a rich, warm color. Over time, the coin develops a natural patina, which can enhance its visual appeal and add to its historical charm. Uncirculated or high-grade examples are particularly prized for their full luster, sharp details, and lack of wear, making them excellent additions to any collection. Collectors also value the 1975 penny because it represents a period of transition and economic context in American history. The mid-1970s were a time of significant social and political change in the United States, and everyday objects like coins carry subtle traces of the era. Owning a 1975 Lincoln penny is like holding a miniature piece of that history, a tangible connection to a decade marked by transformation, innovation, and cultural shifts. For enthusiasts, the joy of collecting the 1975 Lincoln penny goes beyond rarity and monetary value. It is about examining the fine details, spotting unique errors, and appreciating the artistry that has endured for decades. Whether discovered in pocket change, purchased from a coin dealer, or acquired through inheritance, the 1975 Lincoln penny offers both an aesthetic and historical experience. Each coin invites close inspection, encouraging collectors to notice subtleties in the engraving, differences in minting, and the effects of time on its copper surface. Imagine holding a 1975 Lincoln penny in your hand, feeling the texture of the metal, and seeing the intricate Lincoln memorial on the reverse. Imagine spotting a slight doubling of the date, or a subtle die crack, realizing that this small coin carries a unique story that no other coin shares exactly the same way. For collectors, these moments of discovery are thrilling and rewarding, connecting them to both history and the artistry of the U.S. Mint. Comment below about the coins in your collection. Share your rare finds, and we will provide insights about them in future videos. Subscribe to the channel and comment so you never miss updates on rare and historically significant coins. Don't forget to like the video so more collectors can enjoy these engaging stories of artistry, rarity, and American history. The real market value of a 1975 Lincoln 1-cent penny in typical circulated condition ranges from $1 in words to $3 in words. Uncirculated or high-grade examples can command up to $25 in words, and coins with rare double dies, off-center strikes, or other mint errors can fetch as much as $100 in words at auction, reflecting their scarcity, historical significance, and appeal to collectors worldwide. Top 2. We are diving into the fascinating world of American coinage to explore a small but historically rich piece, the Lincoln 1-cent penny from 1978. At first glance, it may seem like an everyday coin, something most people encounter daily without a second thought. Yet, for collectors and numismatists, the 1978 Lincoln penny offers a captivating combination of artistry, history, and potential rarity that makes it a treasure worth examining. Every penny tells a story, and the 1978 Lincoln cent is no exception, providing a glimpse into mid-20th century America, the evolution of coinage, and the ongoing allure of errors and varieties. The Lincoln penny, introduced in 1909 to commemorate Abraham Lincoln's centennial, is a symbol of American heritage and innovation in coin design. By 1978, the penny had firmly established itself as a fixture in daily life, circulating widely across the nation, yet each coin still bore the detailed artistry of its engraver. The obverse of the 1978 penny features Victor David Brenner's classic profile of Abraham Lincoln. Even decades after its initial introduction, Lincoln's portrait remains strikingly lifelike, conveying dignity and solemnity. The contours of his face, the intricate detail in his hair, and the careful inscription of Liberty and the year 1978 demonstrate the precision of mid-20th century minting, capturing a blend of historical reverence and artistic skill. The reverse design, the Lincoln Memorial, introduced in 1959, provides a strikingly intricate scene within a coin only 19 millimeters in diameter. The engraved columns, steps, and inscriptions are rendered with such care that even in a small space, the grandeur of the memorial is palpable. Collectors often marvel at the tiny details, such as the shadows between columns and the texture of the steps, which give the coin a sense of depth and realism. The 1978 penny is therefore not only currency, it is a miniature work of art, a tribute to both Lincoln's legacy and the craftsmanship of the U.S. Mint. While millions of Lincoln pennies were produced in 1978, collectors are particularly interested in the rare errors and varieties that make certain examples stand out. Double dies, for example, occur when the coin is struck more than once in slightly different positions, creating a shadow effect or doubling on the date, letters, or parts of Lincoln's portrait. These double die pennies are highly sought after, as the effect transforms a standard coin into a unique collectible with visual impact and numismatic significance. For the 1978 Lincoln penny, double dies may appear on the date, the word liberty, or even on the "In God We Trust" motto, making each double die coin a fascinating specimen for study and display. Another intriguing category of error coins includes off-center strikes, where the planchet was misaligned during striking, resulting in portions of the design being cropped or shifted. Off-center 1978 pennies can range from slight misalignments to extreme examples where much of Lincoln's profile or the memorial is missing. These off-center coins are rare and visually striking, appealing to collectors who enjoy unique and unusual specimens. Die cracks, die chips, and strike-through errors also enhance the appeal of the 1978 penny. Die cracks appear as raised lines on the coin's surface caused by fractures in the die, while die chips or cuds create small raised areas where the die broke. Strike-through errors, caused by foreign material trapped between the die and planchet during striking, leave unusual impressions that make each coin one of a kind. These anomalies not only increase a coin's collectible value but also offer a glimpse into the minting process and the challenges faced by the U.S. Mint, making each coin a small piece of industrial history. High-grade examples of the 1978 Lincoln penny are highly valued by collectors. Coins that retain full mint luster, sharp detail, and minimal circulation are considered desirable additions to collections. Uncirculated coins, particularly those graded MS-65 and above, can serve as centerpiece items in a Lincoln penny collection, demonstrating the coin's artistry and condition almost as they appeared the day they left the mint. For collectors who focus on errors and rarities, even circulated coins with double dies, die cracks, or off-center strikes can command substantial interest, offering both aesthetic appeal and investment potential. The historical context of the 1978 Lincoln penny adds another layer of fascination. The late 1970s were a period of cultural and economic transition in the United States, and everyday objects like coins carry subtle traces of that era. Owning a 1978 Lincoln penny is like holding a tangible connection to that moment in time, allowing collectors to reflect on the social and historical landscape while appreciating the artistry of U.S. coinage. Each penny carries a story, not only of its production but also of the hands it has passed through over the decades. Collectors often describe the thrill of finding a 1978 Lincoln penny with a notable error or variety as unparalleled. Spotting a slight doubling of the date, a small die crack along the rim, or an off-center strike evokes a sense of discovery and connection to both history and craftsmanship. Even within a seemingly ordinary series, these rare specimens provide endless fascination and opportunity for learning. The joy of collecting lies in uncovering these details, studying them, and sharing them with fellow enthusiasts. Imagine holding a 1978 Lincoln penny in your hand, examining the fine lines of Lincoln's profile, observing the intricate columns of the Lincoln Memorial, and perhaps noticing a subtle double die or tiny die crack. For collectors, these details transform a humble penny into a unique treasure, a conversation piece, and a tangible link to American history. Each coin becomes not only a collectible but a story to tell, a miniature artifact connecting its owner to decades of cultural, political, and artistic history. Comment below about the coins in your collection. Share your rare finds, and we will provide insights about them in future videos. Subscribe to the channel and comment so you never miss updates on rare and historically significant coins. Don't forget to like the video so more collectors can enjoy these engaging stories of artistry, rarity, and history. The real market value of a 1978 Lincoln 1-cent penny in typical circulated condition ranges from $1 in words to $2 in words. Uncirculated coins can fetch up to $25 in words, while coins with rare double dies, off-center strikes, or die cracks can command as much as $100 in words at auction, reflecting their scarcity, historical significance, and appeal to collectors worldwide. Top 3. We are diving into one of the most fascinating and historically significant coins in American numismatics, the Lincoln 1-cent penny of 1982. At first glance, it may appear as a simple, everyday coin, often overlooked in pockets, cash registers, or jars of change. Yet for collectors and coin enthusiasts, the 1982 Lincoln penny is a treasure trove of intrigue, rarity, and history that makes it stand out among the countless pennies minted over the decades. From subtle minting variations to composition changes, this coin tells a story about American currency, economic history, and the art of coin design that deserves a closer look. The Lincoln penny has a rich history dating back to 1909, when it was first issued to commemorate Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse features a detailed and dignified profile of Lincoln, capturing his distinguished features, thoughtful expression, and iconic beard. By 1982, this portrait had become a symbol of American heritage, instantly recognizable to anyone handling U.S. coins. Collectors admire the precise details in Lincoln's face, hair, and clothing, reflecting the exceptional artistry of early 20th century engravers. The 1982 penny carries on this tradition, combining artistry, symbolism, and a tangible connection to American history. The reverse of the 1982 Lincoln penny features the Lincoln Memorial, a design introduced in 1959 to mark the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. Even though the coin is small, just 19 millimeters in diameter, the intricacy of the memorial engraving is remarkable. Every column, step, and shadow is depicted with such detail that it creates a miniature architectural masterpiece. Coin enthusiasts often focus on these details, marveling at the depth, symmetry, and clarity of the design, which enhances the collectible appeal of this seemingly modest coin. One of the most compelling aspects of the 1982 Lincoln penny is the composition change that occurred mid-year. Due to rising copper prices, the U.S. Mint transitioned from the traditional 95% copper, 5% zinc composition to a predominantly zinc core with a thin copper plating. This change created two distinct varieties of the 1982 penny, the copper version and the zinc version. Copper pennies weigh 3.11 grams, while zinc pennies weigh 2.5 grams. This composition shift is a major point of interest for collectors because it introduced the possibility of errors, transitional varieties, and identification challenges that make certain 1982 pennies particularly valuable and sought after. In addition to composition differences, the 1982 Lincoln penny also features notable minting errors and varieties. Double die errors, where the coin is struck more than once in slightly different positions, create a doubling effect on the date, letters, or Lincoln's portrait. For the 1982 penny, double die examples may appear on the Liberty, the date, or the In God We Trust motto. These coins are highly prized by collectors because the doubling is visually striking and each example is unique. Other error types include off-center strikes, die cracks, and die chips. Off-center strikes occur when the planchet is misaligned, resulting in part of the design being cropped. Die cracks appear as raised lines on the coin, caused by fractures in the die, while die chips or cuds create small raised areas where the die broke. Strike-through errors, where foreign material is trapped between the die and planchet during striking, also occasionally occur. Each of these errors turns an ordinary 1982 penny into a rare and visually intriguing collectible. Collectors value these coins not only for their scarcity but also for the insight they provide into the minting process and the history of the U.S. Mint. High-grade examples of the 1982 Lincoln penny are especially prized. Coins that retain full luster, sharp detail, and minimal wear are considered top-tier additions to a collection. Uncirculated or proof coins are particularly desirable, allowing collectors to appreciate the artistry and design almost exactly as the mint intended. For error hunters, even circulated coins can hold significant value if they display double dies, die cracks, off-center strikes, or other anomalies. Each coin offers a combination of history, artistry, and uniqueness that appeals to collectors on multiple levels. The 1982 Lincoln penny also carries historical significance beyond its minting details. It reflects a period of economic change in the United States, as the rising cost of copper led to the introduction of zinc-plated coins. It also captures the cultural importance of Lincoln's legacy in American society. Holding a 1982 Lincoln penny is like holding a tangible connection to the era, a small but powerful reminder of both historical events and everyday life in the early 1980s. Collectors often find immense satisfaction in examining the subtle differences between the copper and zinc varieties of the 1982 penny, spotting double dies, or discovering off-center strikes. These experiences create a sense of discovery and connection to history, turning a humble penny into a meaningful collectible. The 1982 Lincoln penny embodies the excitement of numismatics, small in size but rich in artistry, history, and potential value. Imagine holding a 1982 Lincoln penny, examining the intricate details of Lincoln's face, appreciating the finely engraved columns of the Lincoln Memorial, and perhaps spotting a subtle double die or a faint die crack. For collectors, these details transform an everyday coin into a unique treasure, a tangible piece of American history, and a collectible that carries both aesthetic and historical significance. Each coin tells a story, making the act of collecting a journey through art, history, and discovery. Comment below about the coins in your collection. Share your rare finds, and we will provide insights about them in future videos. Subscribe to the channel and comment so you never miss updates on rare and historically significant coins. Don't forget to like the video so more collectors can enjoy these engaging stories of artistry, rarity, and American history. The real market value of a 1982 Lincoln 1-cent penny in typical circulated condition ranges from $1 in words to $3 in words. Copper or zinc uncirculated examples can command up to $25 in words, while coins with rare double dies, off-center strikes, or other mint errors can fetch as much as $100 in words at auction, reflecting their scarcity, unique characteristics, and appeal to collectors worldwide. Top 4. We are exploring one of the most iconic and historically fascinating coins in American numismatics, the Lincoln 1-cent penny from 1985. While pennies often go unnoticed in daily life, the 1985 Lincoln cent holds a special allure for collectors and coin enthusiasts due to its artistry, history, and the rare varieties and errors that can make it extremely valuable. Small in size but mighty in significance, this penny is not just a piece of currency, it's a miniature work of art and a tangible piece of American history. The Lincoln penny has been a symbol of American heritage since 1909. When it was first introduced to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse features a detailed profile of Lincoln, capturing his thoughtful expression, iconic beard, and the dignity of his leadership. The artistry is meticulous, the contour of Lincoln's face, the texture of his hair, and the finely inscribed words "Liberty" and "In God We Trust" reflect the U.S. Mint's commitment to precision and design excellence. By 1985, this design had become deeply familiar to the American public, yet collectors continue to appreciate the subtle beauty and historical significance embodied in each coin. The reverse of the 1985 Lincoln penny showcases the Lincoln Memorial, which had been featured on the penny since 1959. Despite the coin's modest size of just 19 millimeters, the memorial is intricately engraved, with every column, step, and inscription rendered in remarkable detail. Coin collectors often marvel at the visual depth and realism of this miniature architectural masterpiece. The Lincoln Memorial design connects the coin to a broader narrative of American history, civic pride, and the enduring legacy of Abraham Lincoln. What makes the 1985 Lincoln penny particularly fascinating to collectors are the numerous varieties and errors that can appear. Double die errors are among the most sought after. These occur when a coin is struck more than once in slightly misaligned positions, resulting in a shadow or doubling effect on the date, letters, or Lincoln's portrait. In 1985 pennies, double die errors may appear on the date, the word "Liberty," or the "In God We Trust" motto. Coins exhibiting clear doubling are highly prized for their uniqueness, visual appeal, and rarity. Other errors that make the 1985 Lincoln penny intriguing include off-center strikes, die cracks, and die chips. Off-center strikes happen when the planchet is misaligned during the striking process, cropping part of Lincoln's profile or the Lincoln Memorial. Die cracks, which appear as raised lines on the coin, result from fractures in the minting dies, while die chips or cuds create small raised areas where the die has broken. Strike-through errors, caused by foreign material trapped between the die and the planchet, can also occur, producing unusual impressions on the coin. Each of these errors creates a visually unique specimen and significantly enhances the collectible value of the coin. High-grade examples of the 1985 Lincoln penny are particularly valuable. Coins with full mint luster, sharp details, and minimal circulation are coveted by collectors. Uncirculated coins, especially those graded MS65 or higher, can serve as centerpiece items in a collection, showcasing the coin's original beauty and craftsmanship. Even circulated coins with noteworthy errors like doubled dies, die cracks, or off-center strikes hold considerable appeal, combining historical significance with rarity. The 1985 penny also offers insight into the broader historical context of American coinage. Mid-1980s America was a period of economic change, and while the Lincoln penny maintained its traditional design, subtle variations in minting quality, die conditions, and circulation patterns make each coin a snapshot of its era. Collectors value this historical dimension as much as the coin's physical attributes, making the 1985 Lincoln penny a multifaceted collectible. Examining a 1985 Lincoln penny is a fascinating experience for collectors. One can appreciate the artistry of Lincoln's portrait, the meticulous engraving of the Lincoln Memorial, and the subtle anomalies that occurred during the minting process. The excitement of identifying a doubled die, spotting an off-center strike, or discovering a die crack transforms a seemingly ordinary coin into a remarkable collectible. Each coin tells a story of American craftsmanship, history, and the enduring fascination with numismatics. For coin enthusiasts, the 1985 Lincoln penny represents more than currency. It is a tangible connection to American history, artistry, and innovation in minting. Collectors often find immense satisfaction in comparing copper and zinc varieties, examining high-grade specimens, and studying the unique errors that set each coin apart. The joy of collecting lies in uncovering these details, understanding their significance, and sharing the stories behind each coin. Comment below about the coins in your collection. Share your rare finds, and we will provide insights about them in future videos. Subscribe to the channel and comment so you never miss updates on rare and historically significant coins. Don't forget to like the video so more collectors can enjoy these engaging stories of artistry, rarity, and history. The real market value of a 1985 Lincoln 1-cent penny in circulated condition ranges from $1 in words to $3 in words. Uncirculated examples can command up to $20 in words, while coins with rare double dies, off-center strikes, or notable die cracks can fetch as much as $75 in words at auction, reflecting their scarcity, historical significance, and appeal to collectors worldwide. Top 5. We are diving deep into one of the most interesting and collectible coins in modern American numismatics, the Lincoln 1-cent penny from 1993. On the surface, it may appear as just another penny, easily overlooked in wallets, cash registers, or coin jars. Yet, for collectors, the 1993 Lincoln penny is far from ordinary. Its combination of historical context, design artistry, and the potential for rare errors and variations makes it a coin worthy of attention. Whether you are a seasoned collector or a curious enthusiast, this penny has stories to tell and mysteries to uncover that can make any coin collection more fascinating. The Lincoln penny has been a symbol of American history and heritage since its debut in 1909, honoring the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The obverse features a dignified portrait of Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. By 1993, this image had become instantly recognizable to generations of Americans. Collectors appreciate the meticulous details in Lincoln's profile, the texture of his beard, the lines on his face, and the calm determination in his expression. The inscriptions "Liberty" and "In God We Trust" are precisely rendered, and the date 1993 sits proudly below Lincoln's bust. For collectors, each penny is not just currency, it is a piece of art that has survived the passage of time. The reverse of the 1993 Lincoln penny retains the Lincoln Memorial design, which was first introduced in 1959. Despite its small size, the engraving captures the essence of the national monument, with each column, step, and shadow detailed with remarkable precision. Numismatists often spend hours examining these tiny elements, appreciating the craftsmanship and enjoying the challenge of spotting subtle variations between coins from different mints. One of the most fascinating aspects of the 1993 Lincoln penny is the presence of minting errors and varieties. Double die errors, though less common than in earlier decades, still appear and are highly sought after. These errors occur when the coin is struck more than once with misaligned dies, producing a visible doubling effect on the date, the motto "In God We Trust," or the word liberty. Coins exhibiting clear double die features can become centerpieces of a collection due to their rarity and striking appearance. In addition to double dies, collectors search for other types of errors on the 1993 penny, such as off-center strikes, die cracks, die chips, and strike-throughs. An off-center strike can crop part of Lincoln's profile or the Lincoln Memorial, creating a unique and visually intriguing coin. Die cracks, which appear as raised lines on the coin, indicate fractures in the dies used during production, while die chips and cuds create small raised areas where the die broke. Strike-through errors occur when foreign material, such as a piece of metal or debris, becomes trapped between the die and the planchet, leaving unusual impressions. Each of these anomalies transforms an everyday penny into a rare collectible with its own story. Collectors also pay close attention to the coin's condition and grading. High-grade 1993 pennies with full luster, sharp details, and minimal wear are particularly desirable. Uncirculated coins, especially those graded MS65 or higher, often command premiums due to their pristine condition. Even circulated coins with notable errors retain value and appeal because the imperfections make each coin unique. The 1993 Lincoln penny demonstrates how small details can significantly impact a coin's desirability and worth. The historical context of the 1993 penny also contributes to its allure. This was a period of stability in the U.S. mint's production, but subtle variations in die usage and striking quality introduced opportunities for interesting error coins. Owning a 1993 penny connects collectors not only to the artistry of coin design but also to a tangible piece of late 20th century American history. Each coin is a small witness to the everyday economic life of the early 1990s, while also providing a canvas for minting anomalies that make numismatics so captivating. Exploring a 1993 Lincoln penny is a fascinating exercise for collectors. From examining Lincoln's finely detailed portrait to analyzing the intricate lines of the Lincoln Memorial, each coin provides a visual journey into craftsmanship and history. The excitement of identifying a double die, spotting an off-center strike, or discovering a die crack adds an element of discovery and adventure to coin collecting. Even the act of comparing pennies from different mints or searching for subtle variations can provide hours of enjoyment for both novice and experienced collectors. Collectors also enjoy the challenge of finding and documenting rare variations. Some 1993 pennies were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, while others came from the Denver Mint. Differences in die quality, striking pressure, and minor planchet variations can create small, interesting distinctions that add depth to any collection. The hunt for these subtle variations is part of what makes coin collecting so engaging. It's not just about the coin itself but the story behind it and the thrill of discovery. This coin also serves as a perfect entry point for anyone interested in American numismatics. It demonstrates how a small, seemingly ordinary penny can hold historical significance, artistic beauty, and collectible value. Collectors often find satisfaction in studying the details of the 1993 Lincoln penny, comparing varieties, and identifying unique errors that distinguish one coin from another. It reminds us that every coin carries history, and even the humblest penny can become a prized treasure. Comment below about the coins in your collection. Share your rare finds, and we will provide insights about them in future videos. Subscribe to the channel and comment so you never miss updates on rare and historically significant coins. Don't forget to like the video so more collectors can enjoy these engaging stories of artistry, rarity, and American history. The real market value of a 1993 Lincoln 1-cent penny in typical circulated condition ranges from $1 in words to $2 in words. High-grade uncirculated examples can reach up to $10 in words, while coins exhibiting rare double dies, off-center strikes, or die cracks can fetch as much as $50 in words at auction, reflecting their rarity, unique characteristics, and appeal to collectors worldwide.